The Eagles won the Super Bowl. Full reaction video. Was the script flipped? Did the NFL give the win to the Eagles? Why did they do that? I'm going to cover it right here, right now, tell you why the Eagles won this game and what happened to the Chiefs. How did they fade such a team that came in with all this talk about them winning and the refs helping them? What happened? I'm going to talk about it right here in this video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Drop it, smash it, tap it, hit the thumbs up, hit subscribe for more truth to sports. I'm going to talk about it right here, right now. We're going to break down what the heck happened here, how the Chiefs lost this game, and so badly, like embarrassing. It was not even an entertaining game. But I want to get your feedback as well after I kind of give you guys the whole rundown here. So what happened here? Like, going into this game, literally, the Chiefs were they were favored by 1 point. That's number one. That's a big first thing. And another thing, I'm even wearing my refs jersey here today. They were actually helped and carried the entire season, right? I will tell you this. The team that won deserved to win, and they won exactly how they should have won. They should have won by big margin because that's how much better they were than the Chiefs. But what happened? How did the Chiefs even get this far? Why did they get this far? Listen, here's what happened. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what happened here, okay? So going into the season, the NFL had the script laid out, all right? Now, I did a video on this called Three-Peat, No Three-Peat. Go back a couple videos, watch this. I kind of called this possibly happening, okay? But I still thought the Chiefs would win this, but they flipped the script. I'll tell you guys why. So what ends up happening is the Chiefs get carried the entire season, right? Barely beating teams like the Carolina Panthers, barely beating Vegas Raiders, barely beating the Chargers. They got carried. We saw what happened in the Bills game. Everybody was absolutely convinced, right? We were completely convinced that, hey, man, this is fixed. This is rigged. Everybody was on board. I did a video with that Josh Allen thing where, he got the first down. It was one of those plays. I think it was actually the ball catch one on my Insta. Got like 4,000 or 5,000 views, 5 million views. So everybody was on board. Millions of views. Pat McAfee was talking about it. Rich Eisen was talking about it. Snoop Dogg was joking about it. Everybody was talking about how the NFL is rigged, right? So what I believe happened, and it happened for multiple reasons, is I believe that the NFL flipped the script, right? They basically said to the refs, we're not going to carry the Chiefs for this game. And by doing so, by stopping to carry the Chiefs, I'll tell you why they stopped that, by the way. By stopping and carrying the Chiefs, this is exactly what happened. The Eagles would dominate because they're the better team. The Eagles weren't carried all season. The Chiefs were. Do you understand logic here, right? So what happened is once everybody started talking about it, I'm getting 5 million views. Everyone's talking about the NFL scripted, right? They want you not to believe it's scripted. So they're going to go and say, hey, it's going to be more beneficial. By the way, they got what they wanted. The Super Bowl happened. Taylor Swift was there. That's exactly what they wanted. By having the Eagles win, they're essentially saving face and saying, hey, look, we didn't favor the Chiefs. If the Chiefs actually won, what benefit did they get out of it other than more people thinking it's rigged? And, they've already got the result. They got Taylor Swift at the game. They got the Super Bowl that they wanted. They got the Chiefs there. This is exactly what they wanted. They got what they wanted. It doesn't matter. Didn't really matter whether the Chiefs won or lost. Now, they lost that whole three-peat narrative. Sucks. They could probably do it again another time. They lost that aspect of it, but they essentially got what they wanted. They had to so a couple of reasons. They had to let the Eagles win just to save face. And number two, I believe a lot of people bet on the Chiefs. I think everybody kind of bet the house. Vegas was tipping one way that everybody was all in on the Chiefs winning, okay? That's why I didn't even bet on this game. I kind of stayed away from this game completely because I kind of knew this outcome would happen. So because Vegas was leaning completely literally towards the Chiefs winning, because everybody was talking about the Chiefs being carried, which they were, they had to let the Eagles win. Now, they didn't actually let the Eagles win. Now, they did have more penalties called against the Chiefs. I saw it in the game. I noticed that, but it's not that they let the Eagles win. It's just they took off the gas off they took their foot off the pedal in regards to helping the Chiefs. Does that make sense? They said, refs, back off. You can't help, the Chiefs in this game. And then the Eagles just did their thing. Does that make sense? The Eagles were that much of a better team. So just to recap this game, if you look at it, initially you had that one bad call where A.J. Brown, they said it was a pushing call. Everyone's starting to go crazy, including myself. I'm like, man, this is definitely not going to go well for the Eagles. And then all of a sudden, all these calls started going against the Chiefs. And it seemed like someone made a call or Vegas made a call, and all of a sudden, bam, boom, the Chiefs were just losing. And Pat Mahomes was playing like garbage. Was he in on the script? He threw multiple interceptions like the first quarter. He looked absolutely terrible. He looked terrible. He just wasn't in it. The Chiefs weren't in it. I can't explain it, man. They were just not the Chiefs of that playoff caliber, the experienced Chiefs. Now, they weren't all season, but you think they'd even play a little bit better, but they just played terrible. So you're saying, well, Joe, you told us it's scripted. It is. It's just a matter of like the NFL saving face, Vegas, and everybody was betting the Chiefs to win. Everybody was on that narrative. And I think this just kind of like, I took hydraulics. It's like a relief valve. When I was in high school and college, I took hydraulics. What it is a pressure relief valve. When pressure builds so much, you need a little valve. You just hit that valve and the air comes out of the hydraulic fluid. It just kind of relieves the pressure. That's essentially what happened. So pressure was relieved off the refs, off the NFL, off this entire script narrative, and they had to just let the Eagles win. So that's my interpretation on this. And I did a video. Go back 2 videos. I'll probably link it here at the end. Go click on it. No three-peat. And I mentioned that this could possibly happen. I actually mentioned it in 2 videos that this could actually happen. So that's my thoughts on it. Was it an entertaining game? No, it was a terrible Super Bowl. I didn't really enjoy the halftime show either. It just was not that good all around. Taylor Swift got booed, and Trump got I think he got a round of applause, standing ovation. Very interesting to see the dynamics of kind of where we're shifting right now, as a society, as America and stuff like that. Just a very, very boring game. I'd rather have it kind of be scripted as long as I get a competitive game. We did not even get a competitive game. It just wasn't competitive. But again, that is, to be expected because the Eagles were a superior team throughout the season and the Chiefs were absolutely carried. They should have had no business there. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. I personally would have rather seen a Lions and a Buffalo Bills Super Bowl. Would have been way more competitive. I think both those teams were better than these 2 teams. Congrats, hats off to Saquon Barkley. Amazing. I'm glad to see him win the finals. Amazing stuff. Get away from that terrible team that was the Giants and now join the Eagles and absolutely win and help carry the team. Absolutely amazing. So do I still believe the NFL is rigged? Absolutely. Does this game change my mind? No, I believe it's done with, everything is done with intention and purpose when you've got billions of dollars flowing into it. But again, that's my thoughts on this. Let me know what you guys think. This makes so much logical sense, right? It's just the better team prevailed. The gas pedal, the refs let off the gas pedal. The NFL told the refs, don't mess with this game. And it just played out as it should, right? The Bills would have wiped the floor the same way with the Chiefs, if those calls weren't, against them as well. That's my thoughts on this. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the thumbs up for more Truth Sports. Subscribe, and hope you guys enjoyed this Eagles versus Chiefs recap. Crappy game, but is it still rigged? I still believe so. Let me know what you guys think below. Let's make this interactive. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe. More content coming your way often, and more fantasy content coming your way as well. I'm going to try to, blend in the sports news as well. We'll talk soon, guys. I appreciate ya. Refs did not get involved. Super Bowl 2025 is done. On to next year. I'm out.